Again, it is Michael Whitehouse. I put my name back on here. There you go. Now you know who I am. I'm Michael Whitehouse, the guy who knows a guy, and the guy who's pretty confident on camera. The guy that some people have said, hey, Michael, you can teach me to be like you on camera, and that's what we are here to do today. So we have our fourth exercise that I'll be sharing with you. I just want to share a quick anecdote from something that just happened. So there was a time when I was not as confident on camera. There was a time when for something like this, I'd be getting all psyched up and be like, okay, it's 5 minutes beforehand. I gotta get the room quiet and I gotta get everything just right. And I gotta practice and I'm gonna be going through it in my head. Maybe I'll write up a script so I can read it. Oh, for the last 5 minutes, I was checking some email. I was doing I got this thing. It's from Sundial Games. It's like a calendar where you have an assignment every day or like a little game. It's like a role-playing game, but in calendar form. It's interesting. I was doing that for a couple minutes beforehand. And then I realized I'd forgotten to put the link for the Thursday coupon in the description. This was at 12:59. So I went over there and I slapped that in there and boom, hit go and went live immediately after doing that. There was a time when I would be coming in here and be like, oh my God. Instead, it's just like, all right, cool. Let me just get that in there and bip it bop and we're in. And how is that? Because I have confidence. How do I have confidence? Because I've done the reps. There's not like a magic moment when I said, now I'm comfortable. Now I'm comfortable. Now I'm comfortable. It didn't happen suddenly. It's just one day I looked and said, oh, I'm really comfortable with this. And that's all about doing the reps, which means you already know how to do that, right? Day one exercise, record yourself every day, post it, or at least watch it every day. That's it. Day two, we talked about narrowing it down to constraints. Do it in 60 seconds. Day three, we talked about focusing on what you like about yourself and what you want to improve. Day four, we're going to go the other direction. This is going to counterbalance day three. That's why I did day three first. One of the most valuable things that I got out of Toastmasters is Toastmasters is something called an ah counter. The ah counter counts ahs, ums, filler words, any of those kind of things. And yep, and don't worry, the exercise is not physical. There's no running or jumping involved. But to be fair, exercises and practices is what I promised you in this program. But yes, all of them can be done sitting comfortably in a relaxed state. If you want actual exercises, those cost a lot more and you've got to hire a personal trainer, which costs a lot more than a free 5-day challenge, let me tell you. And actually it costs quite a bit more than I'm charging for the Rock the Camera Confidence program as well. So the Toastmasters has an ah counter. So in every meeting, there's someone who has a sheet and they are counting. Every time you speak, they're making a mark. Every time you say ah, every time you repeat a word, every time you have a naturally long pause, they make a mark about that. And at the end, they give you a report. And they say, all right, so Lisa, you had 2 ums, 3 ahs, and 1 so. Chief Quimby, you had 97 eras. And Michael, you had 3 ums and 2 double words. And what that does, it makes you very alert when you're in a meeting. Because you're thinking about, I don't want to say because I don't want to get counted. Because there's nothing cooler. Well, there's a lot of things cooler. But it's really cool when the ah counter gets up and does their report after you gave a 7-minute speech and says, Michael, looks like you have no filler words. Good job. Lisa, looks like you have no filler words. Good job. So, that's a filler word. Arguably, it's more of a conjunction. So, it's really cool. It took years for that to take effect because Toastmasters meets every other week. So, it's not a quick impact. You can do the same for yourself. You can be your own ah counter because of the miracle of modern technology. You're already watching videos yourself, right? So periodically, you don't necessarily want to do this every single time because you'll get a little neurotic. But periodically, grab the most recent video you did and take a little notepad and write down check mark, check mark, udly.ai, I'm assuming this website might help with that. I don't know. So you mark your ums and your ahs and take that report. Now, assuming that link is to a site that does that for you, I would say you still want to do this manually because it is valuable to get the feedback on how many ums and ahs you did and to know that there's someone watching. It is even more valuable to watch yourself and hear yourself do it and train your subconscious, your limbic brain, when it is that you're inclined to do it. Because what you will find is, as you go through this exercise, you will discover that in your mind, you will be saying what you wish you'd said, what you should have said. You'll be talking and your brain will realize, I'm about to say, aren't I? Then you say, and you're like, yeah, I know, because when I do this, then I run out of words and say, The key trick to not saying, era, whatever, the key trick to not saying era is not being Chief Quimby, for any of my Simpsons fans out there, or, Ted Kennedy, who he's based on. So, but the key trick to not doing the double words and the ums and the so's and the ers and the ahs is pausing. And also speaking about 10% slower. You tend to run into filler words when you're talking fast and you run over your tail. You're talking so fast, you run out of words and your brain needs time to pause. The reason that we say is to hold the space so that someone doesn't jump into it. But if you are speaking on a stage, no one's going to think you're done unless you have a really long pause. So you put the pause in instead of the it gives you a moment to think. The best thing about a pause is that people don't interpret that as he ran out of things to say or he'd be saying if he weren't pausing. People interpret a pause as you being thoughtful and impactful. And a pause lends gravity. And it took me a very, very embarrassingly long time to figure this one out, in spite of how many times people told me this. It may take you a long time as well. If it's less than 20 years, you're faster than me. But your exercise is to go through your videos periodically, not all the time, or if you want to run them all through, it's Udly.ai. It's an app that will review your video, transcribe your words, and give you a detailed list of those filler words. So you can do that occasionally. I do recommend you sometimes do it yourself so that you have the exercise of going through. But if you don't want to do it all the time, you can have Udly or whatever robot do it for you. I totally recommend joining Toastmasters as well. It's just Toastmasters is a slower process. Toastmasters is to build confidence slowly and steadily. And I'm here to help people who are like, I need some support now. I need to be better now, not 2 years from now, but kind of right now. So, and from that message I just got, I'm suspecting that might not be Lisa who is making those comments. I can't see. All I see is Facebook user. I don't have Facebook on my other screen. So, thank you, random citizen. So that's your exercise. Go through some of your videos, feed that back, and do that over time. Might be Al Jensen. Hi, Al Jensen. Known to some as Lord Al Jensen, which someday I should get the story about why he's Lord Al Jensen. That might be an interesting one. But that's neither here nor there, because right now is the exercise which I have now given you, and I've spent enough time pontificating on it that it is time to move on, because it is now Thursday. And it being Thursday, there's only one day left in the free 5-day challenge. Now, I will be doing the free 5-day challenge again because I only had one partner, an amazing partner. Thank you, Majid. One major partner. A couple other people did help out, like Nicole Magic and others. But I did not actively bring in partners, so I was experimenting. The next one, we're going to have more partners. But for you who's watching here, it's going to be the same thing. It's going to be the same 5 lessons. maybe you have friends and you say, I'm going to bring my friends back for this because they're going to love it. But for you who's watching here, it's time to make a decision of if this is enough for you, or if you want to do more and work with me more in depth, possibly even being on the same interactive call, interacting in ways beyond just the comments. So let's dive in. I did this on Monday, but I'm going to do it a little more in detail right here, right now, on what this whole thing is about. It is about the Rock the Camera Club. So the Rock the Camera Club, the point of this is to help you to develop your camera confidence on camera. Can't say camera confidence. Develop your confidence on camera so that you can just go live. So something happens right before the show, no problem, you're ready to go. If someone contacts you and says, hey, I've got a summit opening tomorrow, could you give a 20-minute talk tomorrow at 2 o'clock? Are you in? You could say, yeah, no problem. I'm ready. You have an idea, you can just go live on Zoom, live on Facebook, live on LinkedIn, good to go, because you've got that confidence. That's what we're going to teach you. We're going to do it using the Rock the Camera Club, which is weekly accountability, coaching, and training. 1 hour a week on Zoom. First, the accountability. You got the exercises. You know them now. I've already taught them to you. But now I'm going to give you the accountability to actually make sure you do them. Because knowing the exercises is worth precisely nothing. Doing the exercise will get the results. So every week I will hold you accountable. Simple. I'm just going to say, how many times did you do it? You're going to tell me. And the most important thing is not that I know, it's that you know, and that makes you do it. Also, training, we're going to do improv exercises. We're going to do a practice stage. You can use it for all kinds of things to develop that confidence. Additionally, there will be a Rock the Camera community. Once we get a few members in there together, we're going to start getting a community together. I don't, this 5-day challenge is an experiment. So if we had 2 or 3 people, you're going to get a lot of private coaching, and it's going to be a really good deal. If we get 10 or 20 people, we're going to have a community. You're going to be supporting each other. Either way, you're going to be well taken care of. I hope we have 20. That way, I'm well taken care of. Just kidding. Not really. But either way, you're going to be really well taken care of, either with a lot of private coaching or a great community. It's going to be awesome. You're going to get that support. Also, so this is the main thing. This is the main value right here. You're going to get the support. In addition, as a bonus, you could say, you will get access to the Entrepreneur Mentor Community, which is $47 a month. You can get that separately. And if, I know, talked to at least one person who said, yeah, I love what you're doing. I've got the camera confidence on camera. I'm already doing this stuff, but the other stuff sounds interesting. So you can get this separately. And that includes lightning coaching sessions, 1 hour group coaching session every week with me. Any topic you want to bring up, I bring my knowledge and my network, because I don't know everything, but the people I do collectively do. You will also get entrepreneur launch parties. That's once a month. We bring together our mentors and some awesome people for some fantastic, awesome stuff going on. Celebrating wins, hot seat coaching, lots of fun. Content library, that's recordings from all the summits I do, classes, what have you. Plus, you'll get the Plan 3 Months in 2 Hours workshop every quarter. See this thing behind me? It's my entire quarter. Planned it in 2 hours, day by day. Know what I'm doing. You'll have that too. Plus, you will also get all kinds of other courses and workshops, or classes and workshops, I should say, from me and from our mentors included in this. So that's about $697 value per month. It's $47 for the Entrepreneur Mentor Community if you buy that separately. But if you get the whole thing, we're talking $97 a month. That's it. $97 a month for all of this. All of this. And if you sign up today, your first month's only $77 a month with the Thursday coupon, which is, of course, in the description. So you can wait till tomorrow. It'll be $87. Or do it today. $77. That's a pretty good ROI on not waiting a day. And our first session will be next Tuesday. So this will start right away. Our first Rock the Camera Club is Tuesday, and the lightning coaching sessions are every Wednesday, and the Entrepreneur Launch Party is February 13th. So you're going to get a lot. We're going to get started. We're going to have both your confidence training and exercises, plus networking, support, coaching, whatever you want. It's a potluck. The way I set it up, with the Entrepreneur Mentor community is every element of it's worth $47. Plus, the Rock the Camera Club is easily worth $100 by itself, but it's basically $50 add-on. Don't worry with the math. I'm confusing myself. I set it up so every individual element is worth the price of admission, and you can pick as many as you want. So, what are you waiting for? Why aren't you doing it? What are you waiting for? Do it. Do it now. Do it now. Okay, wait 5 minutes. No, don't wait 5 minutes. Do it right now. I'm not going to say anything else important other than why you should do it. So go do it right now. Click on the link in the description. If you need it, I'll put it in the chat. I don't think I can put it in the chat straight to Facebook from here, but it should be in the description. Sign up. We got one more session tomorrow. It's at 1 p.m. Eastern time, and whatever time that is in your place, we're going to share with you. I'm going to do a little exercise, and I do hope you show up live to that one because I need you to put me on the spot. I'm going to write a 5-minute speech in front of you on a topic you give me live. And if you think you can do that, if you're on the email, you're going to get the link to do that. So I'd love to have you come in and join the challenge. I know I got a couple ringers in the audience, a couple people who are like, I'm actually pretty good at speaking. I just like watching you do your thing. And if that's you, by all means, come on up and join me. Let's see if you can answer that challenge as well. I'm going to teach you how I do it. I'm going to teach you the structure for it. And then I'm going to ask you to plug it in. It's similar to a 5-paragraph essay, but in speech form. We're going to build that right here live on the spot. And I'm going to give that speech right here live to you, showing you what is possible and where you can get to in not that long. It's not like tomorrow. You're not going to get this in a week, but you're going to get a lot faster if you're working in a program, getting that support. So yes, I will be showing off, but I'll be showing off because I want to show what you'll be able to do. Because I should go find the link, actually. I should find the link to my 2008 YouTube video so you can see what I looked like 15 years ago. So if you look at yourself and you're like, I'm better than this video, you can see. I'm just going to help you get to where I am. That's all I'm doing, is bringing you along the path that I've already trodified, walked. So you got the link. It's on the screen. It's in the description. It's not in the comments, but you don't need it in the comments. Go sign up. Join me on Tuesday. Let me teach you stuff. Let me get you comfortable on camera. You'll wow the audiences. You'll teach them. You'll change lives. People will say, I want you on my stage. I'll throw money at you, and everything will be amazing. Your results may vary. See you tomorrow. Thanks for joining me. And I hope if you have enjoyed this, that you will share this out when I do this again. I actually may have it on the calendar for the next one, so you can start telling your friends about it. See you tomorrow. I'm leaving this up just in case you need it for another minute. Oh, that is a really good deal. Holy man, I should raise the price on this. $97 for all that? I don't mind. Huh. Yeah, that's way too cheap.